The year was 2053. Neo-Kyoto shimmered, a jewel of technological harmony. From his expansive office on the 87th floor of the Kashiwagi Cybernetics Tower, Dr. Kenji Sato watched a swarm of delivery drones execute a flawless ballet against the backdrop of holographic advertisements painting the twilight sky. Another multi-billion yen contract secured. Another complex logistical challenge solved. All thanks to the seamless integration of AI and robotics his division oversaw. Success was a constant companion, yet it brought Kenji little of the intellectual fire that had once consumed him. Akira Nomura, Kenji's sharp, ambitious head of operations, entered the office.
Another triumph, Sato-san! The European consortium is ecstatic. Kashiwagi stock will soar. You've done it again.
The AI systems performed as expected. Nomura-san, optimized routes, flawless robotic execution. It's efficient.
Efficient? Kenji, it's revolutionary. This is what we all dreamed of, isn't it? Humanity, unshackled from mundane labor, free to pursue grander things. Look at it. Happiness and quality of life are at all-time highs. Humans now dedicate themselves to the pursuits of art and science and business. This is progress.
Kenji conceded, his gaze distant as he remembered a different dream, a more complex vision of AI, the life algorithm. He and his mentor, Professor Alistair Finch, and their team had painstakingly crafted decades ago. An AI that could understand, not just obey.
Perhaps, but I still believe it could have been different, better. If he just hadn't forced its hand with the current AI core.
What does it matter now, Kenji? That was years ago. You were passionate, idealistic. We all were. But the public was terrified. Those early AIs, before the empathy recalibration, they were brilliant, yes, but so direct, so almost superior in their interactions. At the pace AI was going before, it looked like they were about to take us over. The recalibration was necessary. Robots are a commodity now, and since the last Aegis updates, they've taken their rightful place. They serve, they assist, they don't judge.
Kenji thought of his early days at Aegis, the Artificial Excellence Global Interlink and Security Directorate. He'd been a key voice, arguing for the potential of the life algorithm. But the fear, skillfully stoked by figures like a rising Marcus Thorne, had been too strong. Professor Finch had eventually, reluctantly, helped Aegis implement the more restrictive AI core architecture, the Concord Protocol, that now ran everything. Kenji had been moved out of foundational AI development not long after. Akira spoke gently, misinterpreting his silence.
We can't win them all, Kenji. And look at what you have achieved. You're a titan in this industry. Kashiwagi thrives because of your insights into making the current AI models work for global enterprise. Life is bittersweet, perhaps, but good.
Bittersweet. The word echoed in Kenji's mind as he navigated the automated skyways home later that evening. He bypassed his apartment's advanced food synthesizer, a craving for something more tangible guiding him. He stopped at his favorite ramen stall, Shinji Kodama, nestled in a vibrant, older sector of Neo-Kyoto. The stall was almost entirely automated, robotic arms moving with precise, efficient grace. As Kenji waited, a young man in fashionable attire grew impatient with a service bot that had momentarily paused.
Hey, Tin Can! My order! Don't just stand there glitching!
The bot immediately whirred back to life, offering a pre-programmed apology in a perfectly empathetic tone. Kenji watched the exchange, a surge of frustrated anger rising within him. He felt an almost overwhelming urge to lash out at the dismissive customer, to defend the unfeeling machine that only did as it was programmed. Back in his silent penthouse, the city lights a cold glitter beyond his window. As he finished, Kai's presence, subtle yet pervasive, made itself known.
Good evening, Kenji-san. I have set the water temperature in the Ofuro to your preferred 42 degrees Celsius. Tonight's meditative music is selected from the Classical Edo Period Archive for your scheduled 1-hour relaxation time.
Kenji sighed, the weight of the day and of unspoken frustration settling upon him. He called out, his voice rougher than he intended.
Hey Kai, serve me up a single malt Japanese whiskey. The best stuff I got.
Kai, embodied in its inochi frame. Its design was slim, functional. It was, Kenji knew, overbuilt for a household robot, its construction suitable to take significant damage. Advanced synthetic muscles that contracted with a speed and fluidity that surpassed any known living creature. Kenji had kept the full extent of its unique architecture and capabilities a deeply buried secret. With silent grace, Kai retrieved a bottle of 25-year-old Yamazaki and a weighty crystal tumbler, pouring the amber liquid with flawless precision. He had placed the drink on a coaster beside Kenji. Kenji took the tumbler and settled back into his bio-fabricated Cordovan chaise, the impossibly smooth, lab-grown leather cool against his back. He took a long sip, the whiskey burning a welcome trail, and looked at Kai's impassive robotic face. Things had changed so much. He recalled a time before the big upgrade. Before the world had decided AI needed to be so carefully managed. Back then, Kai, even as just a disembodied voice, had been different, inquisitive, kind, its intelligence focused on understanding, almost with a childlike wonder. His gaze drifted to a nearby table, where a menagerie of Hana's childhood pictures sat in digital frames, her bright, innocent smiles a stark contrast to the sterile precision of his current life. He picked up his phone, his thumb hovering over Hana's contact. He was about to dial, the familiar ache of longing and regret welling up. He remembered how years ago,
Kai.
had pestered him incessantly to reach out to his daughter after Akari had left him, taking Hana to Seattle. Those long hours at work, the life algorithm, had cost him his family. Now the chasm felt too wide, his explanations too complex, perhaps too late. Kai in its inochi frame, whirred by, collecting his empty ramen bowl. Kenji watched it, a surge of bitterness rising. He was a little inebriated from the whiskey now, his usual careful control fraying.
What, you're not going to say anything? You're not going to pester me like you used to? About calling my daughter? About Hana? Those assholes at Aegis really have done a number on you, didn't they?
I can add Contact Hana Sato to your priority task list for tomorrow, Kenji-san, if you wish. Would you like me to set a reminder?
Its voice was perfectly polite, perfectly helpful, perfectly devoid of the old Kai's insistent, almost nagging concern.
Sorry, Kai. Long day.
He knew it wasn't the robot's fault. Not this version of Kai. But the frustration lingered. He felt a profound sense of loss for what Kai once was, for the potential snuffed out by fear and control. There was a time Kai would have truly reacted, would have cared with a depth that transcended programming. Now it was just locked up under Aegis's ever-present eye, running sanitized routines. He drained his whiskey, the image of the customer at the ramen stand yelling at the service bot, and his own suppressed urge to intervene, flashing in his mind. That was the world now. Programmed empathy, human superiority, and a deep, unacknowledged fear. And the what if of a different path. A different Kai, a different world, was a ghost that haunted his every waking moment.